So I knew that I wasn't the only one that needed to kind of relax and rest and calm down at the end of the day. And as you hear in the background, I have some nice guitar jazz music playing as they were working independently. Morning everyone, and welcome back to another week of classroom vlogs. So today is Monday, April 9th, and I am late for my Weight Watchers meeting. So I'm gonna go to my Weight Watchers meeting and I'll probably catch up with you at the end of the day, only because it's Monday and I really don't have a planning time. I mean, I kind of do, it's Spanish, but Spanish is in my classroom. So I don't really have a place that I can film unless I find a little quiet place somewhere in the school. But if I don't film somewhere in between in the school day, I'll definitely catch up with you on what happened by the end of the day. See you then. Now it's my planning time. It's been my planning time for a while, but I have been using it really productively. I went ahead and I first went to make copies of what I'm gonna need for the next couple of days. And I just kind of sat out here outside on the benches since my classroom is being used for Spanish for the moment. Had my breakfast because on Weight Watchers mornings, I don't have my breakfast until after I get weighed in. So it's empty now, but this was my breakfast. It's actually Ripple milk, which is plant-based milk that I get from Target, and now my local supermarket Publix is carrying it. I get the unsweetened one, so there's a cup of that in here. My chocolate Vega clean protein powder, which is 30 grams of protein, and my unsweetened cold brew coffee. So that is my breakfast, and a banana. So that's what I had, and now when I go back upstairs to my classroom, I will be drinking my tea, which is my refreshment from Tazo Tea. And yeah, so that is my planning time right now. I'm getting ready to go back upstairs so that I can continue with the students this morning. I'm trying to debate whether I should show you the copies, but let me just show you. So these are the copies that I've made, and because last week I mistakenly made copies of the wrong vocabulary test, I made sure I made copies of the right vocabulary test. I have the Daily Language Arts warm-up for this week that we are going to be working with the entire week. And I have our vocabulary booklet. So the vocabulary booklet, I call it a booklet because I print it like a booklet so I can conserve paper, but I created this and this answer sheet so it's easy for me to go back and check the students' work. And when I staple it together, let me fold it first. All right, so when I staple it together, it's gonna look like that. The staples are gonna be to the side, and here are all the 12 words. This comes from the book Vocabulary Workshop, and each word contains the pronunciation key. So convict is a homograph because it could be convict or convict. So we're gonna be looking at those. And the synonyms and the antonyms are also listed for the words. And then the students have the match the meaning that they need to complete the sentence there with the multiple choices, the synonyms and antonyms as well. They have the completing the sentence. And because this unit is a multiple of 3, it doesn't have word association. It just has up to completing the sentence. So that's basically what they're going to be studying this week and their homework for this week, and they'll have their test on Friday. So yeah, those are the copies that I was working with, and now I'm just gonna get back to my classroom. It's the end of the day. It's been a really productive day. We were talking about the inventors unit in the morning class. We were able to read a little bit of a summary for the chapters 1 through 7 that we have already been reading together, and we didn't get to read chapter 8, so hopefully we'll read it maybe Wednesday, because I just remembered tomorrow I will be administering the FSA reading practice test to both of my classes, and that's probably going to take the entire class period because I have to read a script so that the students can learn about the different tools that are available to them when they do take the test on the online platform. So as a result of one of the comprehension skills that we were learning today in strategy, summarization, we went ahead and talked about Benjamin Franklin, and one of the questions that was asked was summarize his achievements. So to help my students get the information that they needed in order to create that summary, I let them know that they could use a thinking map. So let me show you the thinking map that we were working with. So this is a thinking map called the bubble map. So basically we have our topic or subject, which is Ben Franklin in the middle, and then all around were the different achievements that we learned in just 2 pages from the story. So I showed the students in both classes that once they created this, they can easily then use this information that they organized in order to write a summary about his achievements. So I basically reminded the students that when they do take the reading test in the beginning of May, they will be giving a worksheet that they can write notes as they read because they will be taking the test on the computer. But if they have a question, it doesn't have to be a question where they have to type out the answer. It could easily be a multiple choice question. They can easily create a graphic organizer very quickly to kind of organize their information from the sources so that they can then provide a good answer to the question. So I'm just trying to go ahead and not only review those reading standards, but also show the students some important skills. So that's basically all that we did mostly for today. So I will catch up with you tomorrow. Good morning. It is Tuesday, April 10th, and I am just about getting ready to let the students in. Today we're going to be taking our FSA reading practice test on the laptops. So I'm pretty sure that's all I'm going to be able to do for the entire reading and language arts period because it's a script that I have to read, which I'll show you at one point. And I also have to let the students practice with the tools that they are going to be using on the testing platform. So I'm pretty sure that's all we're going to do today. I'll catch up with you probably sometime during my lunchtime, if not by the end of the day. All right, it's the end of the day, and just like I predicted in the morning, my whole entire reading and language arts block was taken up with the students taking their FSA practice test and me reading the script twice, which was a 9-page script. And let me show you what that looks like right now. So this is the script that's provided to us on the FSA website. Again, FSA stands for Florida Standards Assessment. So this is just some information for us, but then the script starts right here. So every box that says say, those are the boxes that I needed to read. So I had to read all of this information that goes over the tools that are available to the students when they're taking the test on the computer, along with the type of questions that they're going to receive and how to answer those questions, and opportunities to let the students play with the tools, familiarize themselves with the test platform, and ask questions if they have any questions to ask. So yeah, as you can see, it's a big packet of 9 pages that I had to read twice. So yeah, that's all I was able to do today, and now I'm just getting ready to go home, and I'll see you tomorrow. Morning. As you can hear from the sound coming outside my classroom, it is time to let the kids in, but I wanted to give a quick good morning to all of you, or good afternoon or good evening, wherever you are while you're watching this right now. But today is April 11th. It is 8:20 a.m. and today felt like a day for cat ears, so I'm wearing my cat ears today. Anywho, I will be taking you along with me today. I'm also wearing my autism awareness shirt that I got from the Blue Envelope. I am someone who loves someone with autism, so I am wearing the shirt. I wore it last week as well, but since I wasn't vlogging every day last week, you didn't get to see that. But this is one of my favorite new shirts from Blue Envelope, which I'll link in the description box below. And yeah, let me let the kids in and start the day, and I'll catch up with you a little bit later. All right, so it's now my lunchtime, and it's been a pretty interesting morning. So during my planning time, I was sitting down trying to plan our grade level meeting agenda, which we're meeting today after school, and the fire alarm went off, and it was not a drill. So we all had to go out of the building, and we stayed out there for a good 45 minutes. The fire department came, and apparently what happened was there was smoke. Someone saw smoke coming out of the AC room. So they were dealing with that for a bit, and then everybody came back into the building. So that's how I spent my planning time. And now there's a little bit of smoke smell inside the classrooms. It's not overpowering, it's just a little bit. So yeah, what an interesting day so far. And it's not over yet. Because of the delay with that, our lunch got pushed back. So we usually go to lunch on Wednesdays at 11:50. So today the kids are at lunch at 12:10 till 12:40. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat my lunch right now and try to relax because I was outside and it was really hot. We were on the side that the sun was out. So yeah, we had to get the kids in the shade, but it's all good. We're all good, everybody's safe. So let's get to eat. Let me show you what I have. All right, so today for lunch, I have a ham and cheese wrap. And this is smoked ham from Boar's Head. And I put my 50-50 spring mix and spinach mix in here. And my Daiya non-dairy Swiss cheese on a spinach wrap. I did make this myself. And I did put a roasted pepper hummus spread in the inside. So I'm going to be eating this with mustard, of course, pickles, and an apple. So that is my lunch for today. All right, so it's the end of the day on Wednesday. We just had our grade level meeting and we had our ESOL chairperson come in and give us some information and ask us some questions. So it was a really good meeting. I wanted to show you our agenda, and I also wanted to show you the setup of how I made the room, because I know, like I shared earlier, it was a kind of stressful morning. So I knew that I wasn't the only one that needed to kind of relax and rest and calm down at the end of the day. So let me show you what I did. So as you know, I have my essential oils diffuser, which I have right at the top of this old projector that no longer works. So I have it diffusing oil, and that's how it was throughout the whole meeting. And I was also playing this really relaxing video on YouTube, which is the relaxing music with nature sounds, Waterfall. And that's what we were listening to while we were having the meeting. So it's very nice, calming, and relaxing. This was our grade level meeting agenda. I make these myself, and it has all the topics that we discussed during a grade level meeting and a little bit of encouragement. So hey, we only have 8 more Wednesdays to go and the school year ends officially. So we just have to make it till then. So yeah, it was a really good end to a sort of stressful day. That's how it kind of started, but it's all good, right? We have to be flexible and just go with the flow. So now I'm just gonna pack up my things and go home, so I'll see you tomorrow. My car is a very lonely car in this very, very empty parking lot, except for that other car over there. I got super busy in my classroom, and it is almost 7 p.m. people. Can't do this again. Let's go home, and tomorrow I am not staying late. Good morning. So it is now Thursday, April 12th, or like I like to refer my Thursdays to, is Friday Eve. So one more day and then the week is over and the weekend is here again. And today I am wearing the Never Stop Learning shirt from Hello Teacher, and I bought it after it was recommended from Meg from Too Cool for Middle School. She shared her collection of t-shirts for teachers that she has, and one of them was this one, and I loved it when I saw it, and I'm like, oh no, I need to get it. And it was a pretty quick order because I placed my order, and within a week or maybe less than a week, it was at my house. So I'm so happy for this shirt. Thank you, Megan, for sharing. And I actually just saw this morning, I know she posted it yesterday, but I just noticed this morning, she shared her picture of wearing the shirt. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm wearing that shirt today. We're twinning today. So I will be posting this on my Instagram. So if you're already watching this video and you follow me on Instagram, you already know that I posted that picture. All right, so today's students are gonna continue reading A Wrinkle in Time. We're gonna get up to chapter 10. And tomorrow we'll finish the book. We're gonna read chapters 11 and 12 tomorrow. In order to help them with the structure of the story, we are reviewing the story structure elements of plot, character, setting, the conflict, and we're going over rising action, the climax, and falling action. So the students are going to be completing a story arch, which I will show you in just a few minutes what that looks like. And then they're going to be answering some questions related to chapters 9 and 10. So that's basically what we have planned for today, along with reviewing the vocabulary and also doing some poetry writing in their poetry portfolios. So I can't wait to share that with you, so come along with me. So these are the story arch papers that the students were working on this morning. As you can see, they needed to fill out the introduction, which is the main characters, the setting, and the problem. The setting is the when and the where, and I just had them do it from the beginning of the story. And we didn't list all the characters, but we just listed the main ones that we thought were important right now. And we did the rising action, all leading up to the climax. And the way that I helped them do it is first, we discussed what was the climax, and then we did the events that led up to that climax, and we have a little bit of a falling action because we are now going to read chapter 11 and 12 tomorrow. So tomorrow they'll fill out the rest of the falling action and write the conclusion. And I'm just covering the name of the student right here. But yep, that's what we were working with this morning. Another thing we were working with this morning, it's understanding the story for chapters 9 through 10. And basically it just has two very simple DOK level 1 questions for multiple choice. That's 1 and 2. And then they have two short response questions that they needed to answer. And here they have a little extra where they need to do some creative writing on if they could travel through time and space, where would they go? So I gave them a line sheet on the back. So here is just lined paper, and obviously they didn't finish because I gave them about 15 minutes to work on this before we had to move on to the next activity, but they will finish this tomorrow for ketchup and pickles. Other than that, the students received their poetry portfolios and learned about couplets and started to write their very own couplets. So tomorrow they'll finish writing their couplets and drawing a picture to go along with the topic of their couplet. They'll write an additional limerick because that was the next poem in their poetry portfolio. And since they have already learned about limericks, they just have to write a new one on a different topic, person, character, or on a bunny, because some of them asked me, can we write it on a bunny again? And I said, fine, you could write on whatever you want because this is your poetry portfolio. And then after the limerick is the clear hue. Clear hue is about a person told in two couplets, so it's kind of like a biography poem. So they're going to choose a person who they want to write a clear hue on and write that. That's all going to be tomorrow for ketchup and pickles. And that's basically all that we did this morning, and now I get to do it all over again in the afternoon. And as you hear in the background, I have some nice guitar jazz music playing as they were working independently. And let me show you where I got the music from. So I found this on YouTube. It's jazz guitar instrumental music for studying and concentration. And as you can see by all these yellow dots, let me go closer. That's a lot of ads, and I just can't have that playing while the students are working. So what I did is I went to saveshare.tv and I just inserted the link to that video without necessarily saving it to my account. And this is a free website. You can get a free account, and it's just playing through here, and it plays without the ads. Another thing I wanted to show you was that to help the students review plot elements and rising action and climax and falling action, I had them rewatch this video that I have previously included in another vlog. I believe it was in December when we were doing Mr. Popper's Penguins. So I had them rewatch this, and it went over all those elements of story structure before they went into completing their story arc for today. I love me some Flocabulary. All right, so it's the end of the day, and I just have to say something really quick because something happened during instruction that kind of has me a little concerned. And as a result, I will not be coming to school tomorrow. I actually just checked with the office and I'll be taking the day off. I called my doctor and I have an appointment to see him tomorrow so that we can get all this checked out. But basically, this side of my face, which is my right side, the muscle right here tensed up and moved my face up. So the students saw it because it was while we were having discussion. And the funny thing is that I've been feeling great this whole week. My mood has been high. I had a really good week. And I don't know why all of a sudden that happened. And the reason why I'm concerned is because it happened last Saturday after the 5K race. That was the first time it happened. And I kind of disregarded it because I was having muscle spasms all over my body. And I knew it was because I was dehydrated. I hadn't drank enough water for the race. So I thought, you know, my face has muscle. It's probably because of the dehydration as well that my face is doing that. But today I've been drinking my water. I had just drank like a little bit more than 8 ounces before that happened. And I drank water this morning, so I'm not sure what it is, but I do want to get it checked out just to make sure everything is fine. I don't have any other symptoms. So yeah, I just need to get that checked out. So I'm not sure if I want to end the vlog now. Maybe I should, but what I'm going to do, I'm not going to end it just yet. I'm going to go ahead and work on the sub-plans for tomorrow, which will be very simple. The students are just going to finish reading A Wrinkle in Time. They'll finish the activities they started today, and they'll do a filler activity tomorrow in case they need an additional assignment to do for the time. So I'll do that now before I probably sign off. All right, so I have just finished preparing and leaving everything ready for tomorrow's sub day. These are my sub-plans here, very, very detailed. And I include all the activities that the students are going to do. And they're just going to continue that after specials. Then after lunch, I get my afternoon group, and they will do the same activities. And they will finish by 2:30 because they have recess tomorrow from 2:35 to 3:05. And this is the comment sheet that the sub will use in order to leave me a message on how the day went, along with student behavior. So that is all ready for tomorrow. The morning group is my blue folder, the afternoon is my green folder. And in here I have an annotation page that I just put together, similar to the ones that I've used in the past. But for tomorrow, since they're only reading 2 chapters, because we only have 2 chapters left, they're going to do 2 annotations for each chapter using any of these symbols. But I told them not to use the symbols more than twice. After they're done with this, they can then go ahead and finish their story arch paper, which they were working on today, by completing the following action and the conclusion. They can then finish their understanding the story for chapters 9 and 10 that they were working on today. And if there are any students that are done with all of those other assignments, they can then complete the understanding the story for chapters 11 and 12, which they have 2 depth of knowledge level 1 questions for multiple choice up here. They have a short answer and then a long answer and a little extra, which is which of their friends or family they think will enjoy reading this book most and why. So that is all I have left for them for tomorrow for my sub day. All right, so there you have it. That's pretty much all I've gotten ready so that tomorrow I can just have my sick day, go see the doctor, take care of myself, and be ready for next week. So I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. I will give you an update on how my doctor's visit goes and how I am doing next week. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please go ahead and hit the like button. Leave a comment down below. Also, please consider subscribing so you can help support my channel and it becomes available to more and more teachers. And if you have subscribed, don't forget to hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Have a beautiful, magical day. And as always, don't forget to smile.